Welcome to our third and final part in our holiday series. We're going to dive deep into how you can master product seasonality to boost sales. And we're very excited to have Philip Duong here from Mayan and Laura Oxler from Suna. So, a brief overview of what we'll talk about today. We're going to dive deep into 4 tips that you can use to optimize your keywords based on seasonality. And then we're going to dive into how you can optimize your Amazon store for 2023 shoppers. And then right at the very end, we're going to have a brief Q&A session. So be sure to send in all the questions that you might have for our speakers so that they can obviously get to them right at the very end of the webinar and clear any of your doubts. So if you haven't been here before in any of our webinars, this is just a quick briefer so that you can get familiar with our console. So you'll see a variety of boxes on your screen. You have your question box where you can send in your questions for our panelists. You have our chat where you can chat with fellow audience members. And then we have a survey there that would help us a lot if you could answer it. It's just 3 questions. And then we have a button there where you can book a meeting with one of our experts. So in case you want to get started on growing your FBA business, you can book that meeting right there. And then we also have the box where you can book your free advertising audit with us. We're going to talk more about what that actually entails right at the very end, but you can book that right there at any time during the webinar. And then we know we're getting into the end of the year, so you're probably already planning on 2024, new product launches that you might have. So we have this ultimate guide for radical FBA growth here for you. You can download your copy if you scan that QR code there, and you will discover how to perfect your product launch right in time for the holiday season or for the upcoming new year. So let's get started. Please drop into the chat. Where are you from? Your name, how long have you been selling with Amazon, and what you sell. We really want to get to know you. And in case you aren't familiar with Mayan, we are the only inventory and PPC optimization platform that is built by MIT data scientists. And our customer success managers are proven Amazon experts, just like Phil. We have a combination of technology and expertise that is driving unrivaled FBA growth and revenue for our customers. And our speakers for the day. So we have Phil here. Phil is the head of customer success at Mayan. He started and scaled a 7-figure food brand in just 3 years. And then his company was acquired by WorkFi. And he now helps businesses and customers realize their potential here at Mayan. And then Laura here is the director of sales and customer loyalty at Suna. She has a background in content strategy and production, and she currently heads up the sales org at Suna and spends her days listening to clients' needs so that she can make the internet a more beautiful place. So we're very excited to have you guys here. And without any further ado, let's take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Babs. All right, so today I'll kick things off with tip 1, which is planning seasonal keywords lists in advance. So before diving into the holiday season, it's really essential to have a well-structured plan in place. Looks like, 1 second. All right, there we go. So, planning involves 2 crucial steps that can significantly impact the success of your seasonal advertising campaigns. So step 1, really just keyword research and is the way to go before approaching the holiday season. So before the season kicks in, the first step in planning your process is thorough research. And this means researching and compiling lists of keywords that directly are relevant to your products that you intend to promote. So to really do this effectively, you can utilize various keywords research tools such as Helium 10 and techniques to identify those keywords that are really the most likely to be in high demand during the upcoming seasons. So you really want to consider specific products that you'll be offering and the needs and interests of your target audience. And the trending search terms really related to your industry. So remember that the goal here is really to gather the potential customers that you're likely going to use when searching for products like yours, And these keywords will be the foundation of your ad strategy. An additional tip I have is to really look into brand analytics and see what worked for you last year and really leverage that information to work into your strategy this year. So step 2 is really integrating that information into your product listings. So once you've compiled your list of carefully selected keywords, you really want to integrate them into your product listings. This is really crucial because it helps you achieve 2 important goals. One of them, creating search term relevancy. So by incorporating these keywords into your product listings, you're creating search term relevancy. In other words, when customers search for your products using these keywords, your listings become more likely to appear in the search results. And number 2, aligning with your PPC ads. So these keywords will align perfectly with your ads campaigns. And when you run ads, the keywords are essentially embedded in your product listings and will trigger your ads to display more often when users search match these keywords. So this not only increases your visibility, but ensures that the ads are shown to the right audience. And more often than not, the impressions you get are going to be much higher quality, which leads to better conversion rates. So when integrating these keywords, you really want to pay close attention to various elements within your product listing, one of them being the title. So you really want to consider including key features of your product along with relevant keywords to create a really enticing and informative product title. Secondly, images. So you really want to make sure your product images are high resolution, and you can even include text in some of these images to highlight the important features. And lastly, the bullet points. So here you don't really want to cram as many search keywords as possible, but you really want to craft a concise and engaging bullet point that ensures that your grammar and content is spot on. So these points should effectively communicate the unique selling points of your product while incorporating the relevant keywords. All right, so next up is tip 2. It's all about tailoring your ad copy and landing page to match the holiday or seasonal theme. So right now we're in the October season, so we have an example here of a Halloween type of listing. But to truly excel during the holiday season, it's really important to customize your ad creatives and landing pages in a way that really captures the spirit of the season. This not only makes your brand more relatable, but it also helps your ads stand out and really resonate with your target audience. So when you're customizing your ad creatives, I would like to begin discussing, this really involves transforming your ads into captivating the seasonality and, adding relevant visuals that leave a lasting impression. So we want to do that with number 1, seasonal imagery, number 2, seasonal colors. Colors you use in your ad creatives play a significant role in, really evoking emotions. You want to consider integrating holiday colors such as red, green, or gold, depending on the holiday season. And these colors can subconsciously really make your audience feel more festive and in tune with the season. And number 3 would be language and messaging. So you really want to tailor your ads and listings to reflect the season. This might include, seasonal greetings, special offers, or just messages of goodwill. Your language really resonates with the emotion of each customer, and it enables you to create that connection, especially if you're looking for, brand awareness and things like that. Just doing anything you can to stand out will definitely help you. And next, I really want to talk about, your landing pages and your A+ content. So number 1, you want to have a consistent theme, 2, relevant content, and 3, like I discussed, the user experience is very important to the buyer process. My third tip here really focuses on structuring your campaigns for the holiday season. And to do this, there are a lot of different campaign types Amazon offers. So first off, I wanted to talk about sponsored product targeting. This is a really effective way that you can show your products in front of a variety of different people. There are a lot of different targeting options, which include keyword targeting, which has a lot of different match types that include broad, phrase, and exact. And then you can also get into more product targeting, which includes category targeting and essentially ASIN-based targeting. So with these options, they all serve very unique purposes, with broad targeting helping with a wider audience, while phrase and exact allow for more precise control. Category and product targeting are really great campaign structures to get lower CPCs, and you're able to essentially target other products within your same market. So it's a really good strategy to even defend your campaigns. You can target your own products and things like that. Secondly, I wanted to talk about sponsored brand targeting. These type of campaigns are very visual. You can create banner ads at the very top of search that I'm sure everyone has seen. Right now, Amazon allows actually carousel of photos, up to 5 photos. So a lot of people don't really utilize this fact, but I highly recommend adding multiple photos in your sponsored brand campaigns. I'm also really utilizing sponsored video campaigns. I've seen videos just created with a simple iPhone that have performed very, very well. They're not as utilized as other campaigns, and the CPCs are relatively similar to what you'd find in just picture-based sponsored brand campaigns. Third off is sponsored display targeting. So this type of targeting enables you to reach potential customers both on and off Amazon. This can particularly be useful during the holiday season because customers are always actively searching for products and deals on and off Amazon. So you can actually structure these in a way that's very minimalistic in terms of CPCs, and that way you'll get a really high return on your ad spend. And lastly, I just want to talk about leveraging your holiday deals and cross-selling. So the question is cross-selling your own products. So when planning your holiday deals, you really want to think about types of promotions that best suit your products and your target audience. These could include discounts, limited time offers, or bundled deals. Cross-selling is an excellent strategy to maximize the impact of your deals and just really encourage customers to your related products or even complementary items in addition to what they're already purchasing. So this can increase the average order value and really overall customer satisfaction. So you really just want to create a seamless shopping experience. That's what I really want to nail into this PowerPoint. But you want to do this by integrating deals within your advertising campaigns, really highlight them in your ad creatives and landing pages, and really just let your customers know that they're getting exceptional value during the holiday season. And now I'm on to my last and final tip here, which is really emphasizes the importance of monitoring and adjusting your bids. So next slide here. You might be wondering why this is so important, but really the holiday season is just so dynamic. Consumer behavior, competition, and market trends really just change rapidly. And by actively monitoring your campaigns, you're in a position to adapt in real time. So this means you can really just respond to shifts in customer demand and emerging opportunities as they happen. So in this way, you can really maximize your ROI. You can identify which campaigns are performing well, which might need adjustments. This helps you allocate your budget more efficiently, really focusing on strategies that yield the best results. And number 3, just seasonal peaks in general. Shopping hours, you really want to adjust your bids appropriately. This can be a game changer because search volume is it's generally through the roof during Black Friday especially. And this ensures that your ads show up all the time when search volume is at its highest. So you want to be prepared to boost your bids at the right times. And then also when search volume starts to essentially decrease, you also want to be decreasing your bids because you don't want to be overpaying for the real estate on Amazon. So essentially, I just want to emphasize, cost efficiency here and really actively monitoring your campaigns and your bids. So that's the final point I have for today. So I am happy to now pass it over to Laura. Thank you so much for listening in.
Okay, there is one question in the box. Do we want to address that now or at the end?
Sure, we can do that right now.
Yeah, might make
sure.
Phil, Grace is asking, can you walk us through an amazing cross-selling strategy for a peanut butter for back to school season, just as an example?
I like it. All right. So, I mean, interestingly enough, the business I had prior to joining Mayan was a food business. So we actually sold keto noodles. You can check it out. It's called Well Lean. I no longer work for that brand or am associated, but in regards to peanut butter, back to school season, really just creating the visual of that is important, and emphasizing the deal during the season is critical. So you really want to understand, who is your target audience? Is it the child, or is it actually the parent who's buying it? So these are things to consider, and really just trying to capture your target audience. So more likely than not, it's probably the parent that's buying the product. So you want to kind of help them visualize this by creating sponsored brand campaigns, creating that Prime exclusive discount that shows, hey, this is the holiday season. It would be a great time to purchase this product for your child or whoever is getting ready for the holiday season. I hope that kind of answers your question, Grace. But ultimately, you definitely want to tie whatever deal you have to your sponsored brand campaign.
Awesome. Thanks, Phil. Take it away, Laura.
All right. Thank you so much, Phil. Jumping off, I will speak to some content creation strategies, but I think about the content, the actual visual content associated with that back to school peanut butter campaign, and showing the product in use, showing it near a backpack or something would be a great way to visually show how, give a little context into your product and how your customers will be using it during that season. So what I'm going to be talking about, my expertise is around visual content. So that's photo, video. And what I'm going to be talking about today is optimizing your Amazon store for all of those 2023 shoppers. So how do you get ready? How do you get your visual content ready for those eyeballs that are about to hit your page? So in 2023, e-com shopper expectations are super high. So visual content is one of the first things that someone's going to see on your page. And if it's low quality, or if there's only one photo or something, they're immediately going to drop. So their expectations are really high. Even if you have an incredible high quality product with low quality images, that's going to signal to your potential customers that it could be a low quality product. So remember how fast people scroll and shop. Know that when you are doing your content creation. US consumers especially really expect at this point a variety of real photos and videos of their product to build trust. Amazon is a marketplace. So the way that consumers shop on Amazon is by comparison. So one of the first things that they compare before they're looking at reviews or any of the copy on your page is the visuals. So the best way to set yourself apart is high quality photo and video. So this is going to do three things. Build trust. It's the first interaction that you have. They're going to see your photos first before they read anything. So it's the first interaction your customers have with your company. It's going to validate accuracy. So you want to be avoiding returns with your photo and video on Amazon. They want to know the sizing, the color, the texture. So it helps them validate accuracy, and it really inspires them. So if your listing page is done right, a consumer is going to really be able to picture the product in their lives. Here's an example of kind of a side-by-side of two images. One on the right here, I think is a little out of context. It almost looks like a render. If I'm looking at this photo, I'm wondering if this product is even real. Where the product on the left shows the context of, this is a baby wipe warmer. I don't know if you could tell that from that right image. But that image on the left actually shows the context of the product. It's a really nice high quality image that you can tell is actually real. Low quality content loses trust. So going over a few examples of what we mean by low quality content, only having one image, even only having 1 to 3 images at this point on your Amazon page, not even talking about A+ yet, but only just having one image of your product is a little bit of a red flag. Blurry images, of course. Phil, you spoke to the value of it, ensuring that your grammar is correct. Same thing on image overlays, image without context. There's a photo on here. It's kind of that top left photo. You probably don't know what that is. If you do, I'd be surprised. It's a headphone stand. You wouldn't know that because there's no context there. Low quality photoshopping. So you can see this pet image or this image of this family. Things are just kind of thrown into a frame. It doesn't look real. And then this family here looks a little cheesy. So people see right through cheesy stock photography now. It kind of points to maybe being a low quality product. High quality photography builds trust. So you want multiple images and angles as well as detail shots. Visuals need to be crisp and clean. Customers want to be able to click in and zoom in ability to see the products up close. Providing context with models and lifestyle settings. It's just what I spoke to with this peanut butter example. You want to show it in a back to school scene, get a backpack in there, show it with a post-it from mom saying have a great day or something. And then props and styling that make sense with the product. So one of my favorite hot tips that I think about if somebody's asking me, hey, where do I begin with my Amazon content? My competitors are doing this. Here's the product features I want to show. One of my favorite hot tips is that every photo should have a unique purpose. So what do I mean by that? There's a bunch of ways that you can show kind of the core selling points of your product, and choosing the most effective and eye-catching ways is going to be best. And think about each of your photos as an investment. So you want to make sure that you don't have multiple photos that are showing the same thing. Every single photo should have kind of a unique purpose. So some of those things that you can think about on Amazon is how are you showcasing your product dimensions? Have you clearly laid out and identified all of the contents that customer is going to be getting in the box? Have you highlighted the features and the benefits that are offered within your product? Sometimes you need multiple photos to show those multiple features. Are you showing real life use cases? We'll show some examples of this in a little bit. Giftability, huge this time of year. Show how your product can be gifted. Comparisons, which is super popular on Amazon, is a side-by-side. And then lastly, before and afters. So these are just a starting place. Everybody's product is going to look a little different, of course. But I love this tip because it also, one of my favorite things to do when I'm making content recommendations is giving my clients ways to reuse their content and ensure they're having kind of the most economical shoot for their budget. And so making sure that you're checking some different boxes with your different content helps you sell more and just make the most of your content budget. Okay, so showing shoppers more. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but based on your brand and products, it's up to you how to kind of successfully show the benefits. So a few different recommendations on how to use these different A+ modules is a header imagery with text, like you kind of see here in this example, super clean and sharp. It's nicely designed and helps get the message across. Integrated video is a fantastic way to get a consumer to stop and have higher engagement with the brand. A slider gallery, we love a slider gallery, especially to show different features or use cases. To show multiple different photos, and then comparison charts like you see here. Show them that you're the best. All right, so 3 hot tips to starting places to optimize your store. Telling your brand story. So think about your brand story page as your Amazon landing page. That's where you can build credibility and trust. My hot tips for this is the place where you can really show color and more styled content. So instead of just that classic pure white background, this is where you can actually really tell your brand story. Play with the modules, create an interactive shopping experience on this page, and then don't just do what your competitors do. Try to be different than your competitors. If you're just trying to be better than your competitors, it's going to be the sea of sameness. So create kind of a custom and unique experience for your customer. Remember, they're comparison shopping, right? You want them, they're using Amazon as a search engine marketplace. So when you give them more to explore and it looks different than the competitors, it's more appealing. So Verb is a client of Suna's. They use some of their Suna content to create just more of a kind of a branded page. It's their brand colors. They have a why should I care about balancing my energy level. And then this bottom section, I love this. They used one of our Suna photos, overlaid some of these graphics on there that show some of their value propositions. Whoops, there we go. Heyo. All right, answer. This is my, I said that my favorite tip was about the every photo should have a purpose. This is my second favorite hot tip. Answer your frequently asked questions with content. How can your visual content do the heavy lifting of the things that you're constantly getting questions about with your products? So by highlighting use cases and showing your product in action, you can actually answer FAQs without having to do like kind of like a text-based question and answer. So, show 3 to 5 unique use cases for your product, use video to demonstrate and explain, and ensure that that's optimized for a sound off experience. You know, these Amazon shoppers are scrolling in places where they don't want to use sound. Overlay graphics to reinforce features and benefits, and use images to visually answer those frequently asked questions. I'll show you an example here. So this mayo, you know, we're showing a few different, there's this standard use case on, say, a sandwich, but what I love about this is that it really shows the different placements that this person can be using this avocado oil-based mayo without it just simply showing it on a sandwich, showing that you can use it in a bunch of different places. All right, real models and real settings. So stock photography, people see right through it these days. We've really evolved past trusting stock photos. Some stock photos are really, really good. The one I showed an example of earlier is not great, but anytime you can have custom photography with real models, you want it. So goodbye to stock photos and bad Photoshop. Inspire shoppers to visualize your product with real models, engaging with your product in real situations. So this is a great way to mirror your target audience. People listen to people. They want to see people that look like them. You're able to add diversity with multiple models. And then if you're looking to, if you have a smaller budget, a full body model can sometimes be more expensive. So adding a hand model is a little bit more of an affordable way to add a human touch and to show scale. So this is one of my favorite Suna clients. What Do You Meme? They actually just rebranded. They have a bunch of different games nowadays. They use Suna models within kind of our Suna living room sets to actually show real people using their products and playing their games. And then just to kind of tie to end here, a couple other Suna clients. We actually partnered with another Amazon agency to create some A+ content for Golf Kicks. This content was shot in like a 2-hour Suna shoot. It's a combination of some studio photos, some of their product in place, as well as a how-to video. Actually updating this A+ content increased this client's sales by 56%. So this is, of course, the bottom of the fold A+ content. Their designer did a really great job of making this feel like a landing page experience. As I mentioned, What Do You Meme? I love the way that they've set up their A+ content. They have a lot of model header imagery. They're showing a lot of diversity, as well as showing how to play the games and a little bit of a how-to. And then you already saw this one a little bit earlier, but I think Verb does a really great job of taking, you know, this Suna content is just simple product on white stuff. Then they drop it onto this colorful backdrop, use some of these different A+ modules to show comparison, show their flavors, as well as their value props. So wrapping up here and sharing a little bit more about Suna. So we're a virtual photo and video platform, lots of tools for e-com stores and Amazon stores. We're launching some more exciting tooling and listing insights and things for Amazon stores. At the moment, 17,000 brands are on our platform. About 40% of them are on Amazon. We do hundreds of shoots a week and have models, stylists, different kind of add-ons to your shoots. We can handle anything from, hey, I need to launch one product really quickly, all the way up to a week-long shoot. And we actually recently acquired a UGC brand. So a big network of creators that you can ship product to and get unboxings, testimonials, those things to fill that seventh slot on Amazon, as well as your A+ content. Female-founded company. We've been around for a few years and continuing to scale with Amazon brands. Our studios have lifestyle sections, color backdrops, props, basically, a lot of what e-com and Amazon is our bread and butter. But what our clients love is access to models, access to things like kitchens that they can shoot their product in versus using stock photography. And the process is simple. You book online, you ship your product to us, you join your virtual shoot in real time to chat feedback and say, hey, I want to add a coffee cup in the frame, and we'll do it, and you'll see it in real time. And then you just buy your favorites. We do have some bulk packages as well with some discounts and add-ons for clients that have a higher volume of needs, but it's very, very risk-free to try us out. We actually have a Suna shoot that's 3 photos on white. Your first one's free. You can scan this QR code to get access to it, or just go to book.suna.co and book this shoot. If you poke around our website, you can see a lot more of our capabilities.
Awesome.
And I think that's that. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Laura. That was very insightful. I'm sure our audience took away a ton of tips from you and Phil. We can open it up now to some questions. In case you guys in the audience have any questions, please send them in through the Q&A box. And while we wait, in case the audience has any questions, I'll just talk quickly about our free advertising audit. So our free advertising audit is completely no obligation needed, no credit card needed. And what we do is pretty much the Amazon and PPC experts over here at Mayan take a multifaceted approach in auditing your advertising to ensure that you are getting the most organic and ad sales for your budget. So we provide sellers with a 20+ page report where we recommend opportunities to reduce your budget while maintaining your same level of sales, or even 2xing or 3xing your sales within the same budget. So we review everything from types of products, keywords, campaign structures, your tacos, your ROAS, and we give you all the insights that we take away from that analysis. And then obviously we know that your data or your data privacy is of utmost importance to you. So rest assured your data remains absolutely confidential and no information will be stored with Mayan. We just analyze it to identify these areas of growth and opportunities. And we understand that this is very important for you. So if you want to claim your free audit today, and we'll reveal how we can boost your ROAS with your current budget or even less, you can click on the button right on your screen, or you can scan this QR code here on your screen. And I think our audience has no questions, so we can wrap this up. Thank you so much, Phil and Laura, for your time. This was a very insightful webinar. I'm sure our audience feels the same. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all so much. Good luck with the holidays, and hit us up if you need any content. We're here to help if you have any questions about what to create.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, guys.